Heidi and Grandfather moved to the manor for winter.
Welcome home, Grandfather.
Let's get some groceries, shall we?
You're not welcome here.
There's nothing we can do. She still hasn't accepted that I didn't sell her the manor.
When Teresa accidentally broke something, she ran away in the mountains in fear of her parents' wrath.
Teresa!
Teresa!
The Kellers, thankful, accepted Grandfather as their customer again.
Come tomorrow to get your supplies. I'm sorry for what I said this morning.
Grandfather, do you think I could go to see Grandmother this morning?
Why?
She hasn't been well lately, and I want to know if she's feeling better.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Of course you can go. She'll be happy to see you.
Thank you, Grandfather. I'll get dressed.
Wear something warm. It's cold outside.
I will, Grandfather. Huh? What is this?
What?
Oh.
That was your grandmother's. It was Anna's favourite, and she gave it to your mother when she was a young woman.
It's so beautiful.
Would you want to wear it?
Can I?
It's rightfully yours now, Heidi. But you have to take special care of it. All right?
I will, Grandfather.
It's our last memory of Anna, your grandmother.
Grandfather, it must have looked so beautiful on Mother and Grandmother Anna.
It did, and it looks great on you, too.
Thank you, Grandfather.
Don't forget to say hello to Grandmother for me.
I will. I'll see you later, Grandfather. You'll be better near the stove, Grandmother. Are you sure you're okay, Grandmother?
Don't you worry, my little angel.
But it doesn't sound good, Grandmother.
Oh, nothing a good elderberry syrup can't fix. I should have taken some before. Would you bring me some, my dear?
Of course, Grandmother.
Oh, the bottle is empty. We should have gone for a refill before winter was upon us.
Maybe I could get some at the grocery store.
That's very kind of you, Heidi. But I don't want you
That's
to...
a good idea. If we go now, we'll be back before lunch. And Grandmother could be better by dinner time.
It costs 5 francs. Let me give you the money. I won't have enough here. I think we will have to do without the syrup, Mother. I can fix you a chamomile and honey tea instead. That will be perfect, Brigitte.
Oh, I wish I could herd the goats in winter. I would have had enough money.
That's exactly what we should do, Peter.
Huh? Herd the goats? But it's winter.
No, it's too cold to herd the goats. But maybe if we helped people with other jobs instead, they'd give us what we need to pay for the syrup.
Huh. That's a great idea.
You don't have to do that. No, you don't, my dear.
We'll do it. It shouldn't take long.
have a bit more. That's great. Let's go and get the syrup.
Grandmother will be better in no time.
Peter, come here.
Mother, what's going on?
Grandmother is getting weaker and weaker, and now she's got a fever on top of her cough.
Fever?
I don't think it's just a cold. I'm going to telegraph the doctor in Mayenfeld.
I'll go to the telegraph. You go back home to look after Grandmother with Heidi. I won't be long.
I'm sure she'll be all right. And I'll ask Grandfather to come too. He might help.
Your stove is not giving out enough heat.
I didn't sweep it out last autumn.
The doctor replied.
And so?
Grandmother needs to take pleurisy to stop the fever and keep her cold from turning into pleurisy.
Pleurisy?
It's a new medicine. It's the most effective.
In the meantime, we'd better find a way to keep your grandmother warmer.
Maybe we could take Grandmother to the manor. She could have my room. It's nice and warm there.
Great idea.
I can't possibly accept my little dear. I don't want to be a burden.
Of course you can, my dear Susan. Heidi is right. The manor will be better for you. You can rest and heal there.
And I can read you stories too.
It's very kind of you, Uncle. Thank you so much, Heidi. Your room is so comfortable.
Don't talk, Grandmother. We're going to get your medicine, and you'll be better very soon.
Thank you, children.
I'm sorry, but I don't have that medicine in store. I need to get it from Mayenfeld.
Can you order it now?
I guess if I telegraph tonight, it could arrive on tomorrow morning's train.
Great. Could you telegraph to order the medicine, please? Grandmother really needs it.
That's a beautiful brooch you have there, Heidi.
It was my grandmother's. And what about our order?
Yes, all right.
And we'll need elderberry syrup too.
Pleurisy. It costs 18 francs per bottle.
That's expensive.
And you need 2 bottles, as the doctor prescribed. So that's 36 plus 5 for the syrup. That's 41 francs altogether.
41 francs?
We worked almost all day to get 5 francs.
Maybe we can pay with what we have now and pay the rest later.
And when do you plan to pay? In a week? In a month? No, I just ordered a really expensive cash register. I can't give you credit. Sorry. It's 41 francs now, or I don't order your medicine.
But Grandmother is very sick, Mrs. Keller.
Maybe we could come to an arrangement if you give me your brooch.
My brooch?
Indeed. And you can have the medicine.
Huh? But Heidi's brooch is worth more than 41 francs.
And it was my grandmother's. It's our only memory of her. I can't give it to you.
Then I guess you won't have your medicine. Now, if there is nothing else...
No, Heidi. You can't. The uncle wouldn't want you to.
I know he told me to take special care of it, but this is the only thing we can do. And this could save Grandmother. You can have the brooch, Mrs. Keller.
I will telegraph right away.
And you're sure we'll get the medicine by tomorrow morning?
Of course, my dear. Or it might even arrive with my new cash register. How convenient.
See you tomorrow, then. Mrs. Keller ordered the medicine. It will be on tomorrow morning's train. Grandfather, I had to pay with the brooch. The medicine was too expensive.
Oh, no. Heidi.
You did the right thing, Heidi.
We'll repay you, Uncle. I promise.
You'll be well soon, Grandmother. Be strong for me, will you? I will keep you warm tonight, and I'm sure you'll feel better in the morning.
I'm sure I will, my dear.
Good morning, Johan.
Good morning, Uncle. The train's late this morning.
No wonder, with all this snow.
Peter, what's wrong?
I was getting some wood for the fire, and I saw Hans. There's been a telegram.
Huh?
The train won't come. It's stuck between here and Spiegelheim.
My cash register!
But Grandmother's medicine.
Don't worry, Heidi. I'll get it.
Be careful, Grandfather.
He's crazy. He'll never make it.
He'll make it. You know how strong he is, and he'll bring Grandmother's medicine back.
There you are. I'm freezing.
Would you believe it, Barbel? It's the day I'm supposed to receive my new cash register, and the train is stuck and won't reach Derfling.
Oh, that's so lovely, Alda.
Isn't it?
But isn't it the uncle's wife's?
Indeed it is.
How did you get it?
Payment. For Brigitte's mother's medicine. She's quite sick.
Poor old lady.
And you got that for payment, for medicine?
Well, they couldn't really afford it otherwise.
Oh, you could have let Brigitte pay by installments.
I wish I could have, Barbel. Of course. But you know, we've barely made ends meet lately. I cannot be that generous anymore.
We live in a small village, Alda. Helping each other is what we do.
Well, I'm not asking you to understand. But maybe you should mind your own business, Barbel.
Oh, I'll come back later.
She's right, oldie, you know.
Do you have something to say, Johan?
I hope Grandfather will be here soon.
I'm sure he will.
Is the fever getting worse?
Even the cool towels don't help anymore.
Will Grandmother be okay?
Maybe there's something we can do while we're waiting for Grandfather. My little star, I know I can't see you, but please make sure that Grandfather comes back in time. Here it is, Grandmother. Don't worry. Grandfather will be here soon.
I thought I heard some noise. What are you doing here?
I came from Durfley. I need some medicine you were supposed to deliver there.
You came from Durfley? With this snowstorm?
It's an emergency. One of my dearest friends could die if I don't get this medicine back right now. Ah.
Is all that just your medicine?
That's the whole parcel for Durfley's grocery store. I might as well take it all.
But you can't carry that. Not in this storm. You'll never make it.
I need to try anyway.
Use this at least. This is madness. You'll never make it.
Grandfather! Grandfather! Grandfather, you're so cold.
Uncle, I'm so glad you're back.
The medicine is in there. Take it to Grandmother. Yes, that is it. Go ahead.
Thank you, Uncle.
Come and get warm by the fire, Grandfather. We don't want you to catch a cold too.
Uncle,
I'm here, Susan.
thank you.
I didn't do much. The medicine did.
You're such a good man. I wonder why anyone would ever doubt it.
Rest now. We'll talk tomorrow morning. Have a seat, Brigitte. How is she this morning?
She's going to make it. She's much stronger already, and the fever has receded.
Great.
Can I go and see her?
She needs to rest, Heidi, so don't stay too long.
Grandfather, what's this?
Alda's brand new cash register.
Why did you bring it back? That must have been very heavy.
We live in a small village, Heidi. That's what we do for each other. Even for Alda.
Come in.
Grandmother, how do you feel this morning?
A lot better, thanks to you and your grandfather.
I'm so happy, Grandmother.
Dry your tears, my little angel.
So, let me sum up. A dozen eggs and...
Good morning, Babel. Good morning, Mrs. Keller. Your new cash register is really beautiful.
My... What? How do you know what it looks like?
Grandfather brought it back from the train yesterday.
What?
He can deliver it to you as soon as you want.
The uncle carried the cash register from the train.
That's what you do in a village like Durfley. You help each other when someone needs it.
It was really nice of your grandfather to do that, you know.
Well, then if he's offering to, he could deliver it right away. And, of course, I can pay him for his effort.
Maybe you could do more than that, Alda.
I really hope you like the brooch, Mrs. Keller. It's the last thing we have of my grandmother's. I hope you'll carry it every day in her memory.
Would you like to have it back, Heidi?
That would be so nice of you. Thank you, Mrs. Keller.
There you go, Alda.
Oh, It's so beautiful.
The most beautiful in the whole valley, Mrs. Keller. Eat. I will never give it away ever again, Grandfather. I will keep it forever.
Your grandmother would have been so proud of you, Heidi.
I wish so much that I knew her.